Sometimes I don't be doing the words too good.
Yeah. Especially when they're laments and pirates. Those are really hard.
God, that is the hardest to read. Oh, there we go. Okay. Took me. Yeah, my brain had to reboot.
Of course.
Behind the camera, boys, it is looking rough.
Oh, yeah. It's just spaghetti corns back there.
We could use a zip tie or two. What's COB? Corn on the bob?
Corn on the bob. Well, let me see if any of that gear I've just been getting is coming. Alrighty then. No one gropes women around me.
Yeah. Oh, look. Of course it's a Lalafell.
Of course it is. Why wouldn't it be?
Enterprise, engage.
Why does he think he's the captain of Cid's ship?
Hey, that completes our infinity mandala.
Mm-hmm.
So we're here by the church.
With no... Wait a second. With no main story quest.
With no quest?
Well, what did we finish up last night?
We needed to be level 41 for the quest. So let's go to Gridania and then we can
I'm 42.
accept it. Yeah, so we're good. Yeah, so remember we got the airship back from the dungeon and then we brought it here and then...
Yeah.
We were waiting for them to repair it. That's what
They're repairing the ship.
Yeah. Greetings, madam. Do you wish to proceed to your vessel? I do. Oh, and here's Cid, over here, standing next to Alphinaud.
Cid appears to be in deep thought.
Oh, okay.
Okay. Thanks, Cid. It calms me to look at her. It's as though I've been reunited with a part of me I never knew was missing. Hardly surprising. Oh, that's your part. You're the Alphinaud.
I'm Alphinaud. Hardly surprising. You did design and build her. I bear good news. The Seed Seers have granted our request to house the Enterprise. We may take as long as we require to repair her. Of course, it would be rank folly to take one moment more than we require. Garuda, lest we forget, grows stronger by the hour. Though I am no expert in the workings of airships, it seems plain to me that the Enterprise suffered much from her time in the wilderness.
Frankly, it's a miracle she carried us this far.
As you know, the Howling Eye is encircled by a raging tempest, apt to turn proud trees into matchwood. Our battle will end before it begins if the Enterprise cannot weather the storm.
Given time, I believe I can fully repair her. But if this tempest is as fearsome as you say, then that may not be enough.
Confound it. There must be a way to brave the fury of the elements.
The elements? But of course, that's it! We work upon the elements itself. Using the power of a corrupted crystal, we could clear a path through the storm and spare the Enterprise a battering.
I see. You propose to utilize the properties of a crystal to alter the elemental aspect of the barrier. It seems so childishly simple in retrospect. Though mayhap not to you, Krioss and Belle. We speak of the manifestations of over-aspected aether that can be found throughout Eorzea. Since the calamity disrupted the land's etheric currents, such crystals have become comparatively commonplace, which has been a cause of great woe as they are known to warp etheric energies, including those of living organisms.
The point is, we could theoretically use a corrupted crystal to convert the wind-aspected aether comprising Garuda's barrier into aether of another aspect, one she cannot control. With certain modifications, the Enterprise should be able to deliver us to the Howling Eye in comfort.
But we are getting ahead of ourselves. All of this rests upon our ability to procure a crystal with the necessary properties. Have you any idea where we might acquire one?
No, but I know a man who might. A scholar by the name of Lambertaint. Strange as it may sound, I met him during my time at the church. Whether out of pity or for want of a more willing listener, he would talk to me for hours at a time about his etheric studies, corrupted crystals being his pet subject.
I need you to return to Thanalan to seek out this scholar. Cid and I will set about repairing the Enterprise in your absence.
Why yes. I am Professor Lambertaint. Beg pardon? You wish to hear about my research on corrupted crystals? Truly. Well, nothing would give me greater pleasure than to discuss my work with a fellow man of science.
That's me, a man of science. Where is this guy?
He's in the hotel room.
Oh, found him. Okay.
Taking the scenic route.
Yeah, right. He said church, and I was like, okay, let's go to the church.
So rare it is to find fellow intellectuals in this region. It is even rarer to find one capable of comprehending the nature of corrupted crystals. Did you say you wish not to conduct field observations, but to harvest a corrupted crystal? Egads, man! I'm beginning to wonder if you've sufficient qualifications to handle such hazardous materials. Take the pot to Hahasako, a student of mine monitoring the flow of aether at Highbridge. Explain to him your quest, and he shall instruct you in the finer points of crystal harvesting.
How many times must I be made to explain myself? I'm not contemplating
unalive.
You imbecile. I've chosen this precise position to perform scientific measurements.
Oh.
What have we here? A containment vessel? Why, this is the handiwork of Professor Lambertaint. You thieving knave, I shall call for the... Oh, you say the man himself lent it to you. Then you must have sought me out per his instruction, which means he believes me experienced enough to expound upon his explanations.
Of course, the music. Of course.
At last, the recognition I so rightfully deserve.
Oh, good luck with that word. Good luck with that word. Good luck with that word.
What is that?
Frabjoy. Frabjoie.
Oh, Frabja's day, Kalu Kalei, that I should be chosen to guide this woman. Yes, I, Hahasako, greatest of Professor Lambertaint's pupils, shall see that you successfully quarry your quarry. Amidst the flowing waters of the murderous Mirror Knights lies the most fantastic formation I have found thus far. Take this highly advanced researcher's tool and use it to separate a small fragment from the large cluster. Place it within the warded pot and bear it back to me for inspection.
What is this place?
What? How do I leave?
I don't want to be here.
Okay, use the hammer.
I'm using the hammer.
Okay, alright. So take it back to Hahasako. I am just teleporting to Drybone. I'm not going back through the spaghetti.
That's probably for the best. That's probably for the best.
I see you've come glumphing back. Have you the crystal then?
It's here.
What a prodigiously large and lovely crystal. Professor Lambertaint will be doubtless chortle with joy when you present it to him in person. Oh, and upon your return, do remember to recount how I helped you with your harvesting.
So Lambertaint says, my keen scholar sense tells me you have obtained a corrupted crystal. Am I right?
Yes. Here you go.
Here you go. If you would grant me a moment to examine the crystal. It is as you desired. A corrupted crystal overflowing with wind-aspected aether. Remind me, for what purpose did you intend to use the crystal again? What? To breach a barrier comprised of wind-aspected aether? Oh dear. That may prove problematic, as this crystal would only serve to strengthen the barrier. I suppose I am at fault for not inquiring as to your objective from the start. Had I known your intent, I would have never sent you to Hahasako. But what is science if not trial and error? And can you truly say that this failure has taught you nothing? Lambertaint says, corrupted crystals of sufficient size and strength are not all that common, I fear. Fortunately, one of my other students, Sienna, claims to have discovered another promising site in Lenosia. Why not travel there and see if Sienna's inquiries bear fruit?
Corrupted crystals? Miss, I've got no interest in being the butt of your jokes, so if you've no other reason for addressing me, kindly leave me be. Well, I'll be damned. Professor Lambertaint did send you. Beg your pardon, it seems we got off on the wrong foot. I'm Sienna, greatest of the professor's pupils, which is doubtless why he bid you seek me out. Indeed, I'm an accomplished scholar with an extensive background in... Oh gods, just listen to me prattle on and on. I must have given this introduction a dozen times by now. Well, let me see if any of that gear I've just been getting is good. Alrighty then. As I told the professor in my many missives, I believe the area surrounding Ferrous Sirius is replete with corrupted crystals of exceptional strength. Unfortunately, I've yet to test my hypothesis, as all access to the Isles of Umbra is prohibited at present, for reasons unknown to me. You see, my attempts to acquire this information are often met with annoyance and disdain. It's rather puzzling, since I always take the time to explain my motivations in great detail to the subjects of my questioning. Mayhap you'll have better luck wresting information from these yellow jackets.
You're keen on traveling to the Isles of Umbra? Bloody hells, lad, are you drunk or just crazy? Ain't nothing there but death, death, and more death.
Ah, you startled me. Don't you know better than to sneak up on a person at a time like this? What with all the fatuous gossip of spirits and specters haunting the Isles of Umbra? Just because I know it's nonsense doesn't make it any less frightening.
The Isles of Umbra? What interest have you in that godforsaken place? Ever since we were forced to abandon Ferrous Sirius, the Isles have become not more than a graveyard, where ships unable to navigate the shores, and a purgatory for the souls dragged down to the depths with them.
Ah, you've returned. Tell me of your findings. Really? Infested with undead, you say? That's a very, very interesting development. Excuse me for a moment while I gather my thoughts. Worry not, my friend. I've given your findings some thought, and I've concluded that this talk of spirits is not more than local folklore. As for why all travel to the Isles of Umbra is restricted, well, mayhap it's considered too dangerous, owing to the abandonment of Ferrous Sirius? Well, anyway, while you're questioning those yellow jackets, I paid a visit to the local pub, and since even an esteemed scholar like myself enjoys dulling her wits on occasion, it was there that I heard tell of a man named Skyphron, who was recently detained after returning from, wait for it, the Isles of Umbra. Mind having a chat with him in my stead? He was arrested after all, so I'm somewhat reticent to approach him myself.
I have to go back. She calls to me, sings to me. Tell Momoda I'm sorry.
What did Skyphron have to say? That's not terribly helpful. I couldn't care less how much he misses his favorite bar wench. But what was that about a man named Mimidoa? Wait, I know that name. That's the bastard who grabbed my arse the other day at the pub. Well, if you want to give him that feather, be my guest. I'm not going anywhere near him and his wandering hands. I'll beat him up.
Yeah, let's beat him up.
I'll beat him up, Sienna. No one gropes women around me.
Yeah. Of course it's a Lalafell.
Of course it is. Why wouldn't it be?
Oh, there we go. Okay. Took me. Yeah, my brain had to reboot. Another initiate, ain't you? No? Well, then what are you? Speak up, son. I can't hear you. Yeah, bugger me. Is this what I think it is? Nah, it couldn't be. Where'd you say you found it? Skyphron, you say? He was supposed to help patch up Ferrous Sirius, he was. The company sent me to supervise the lot of them. Weren't getting work done on their own. See, half of them walked off, half of them ran off, and half of them up and vanished. You be looking for passage to the Isles of Umbra? Why didn't you say so? I've been thinking of dispatching someone to take a look. Ain't nobody been interested till you came a-calling. Whole port's up in arms about spirits and so forth. Show this parchment to the skipper, or he'll see you there and back. Okay.
So you went and had a word with Mimidoa. Such a stupid name. You mean that disgusting creature was Skyphron's superior? This writ of passage does appear to be genuine. Fine. I fail to see the justification of dragging me along on your journey, but if you insist, I'll go as well. But 12 as my witness if you leave me behind to be devoured by some horrid abomination. I will come back to haunt you.
Take me to the Isles of Umbra, he bids, as if it's simple as, oh, I see, you've got a writ of passage. All right then, climb aboard.
I'm not saying I'd like to build a summer home here, but what the hell's with this? Take your pot and go without me. Speak to the man guarding the gate. I'm sure he'll let you in. Now, if you'd please excuse me. Jeez, she ran away.
I'll be in the ocean if you need me. Beg your pardon, sir, but how did you come here? Access to this island is currently restricted. See, I have a warded pot. I'm also the main character. You may have heard of me. You wish to harvest a corrupted crystal. Sorry, friend. but you may have to return empty-handed. The Writ Master Memodia may grant you access to the island, but only authorized personnel may proceed past this point. Repairs are still going well, but it's an ongoing guess when they'll be complete. What's worse, all work has ceased since the rumors of the Walking Dead drove over our entire crew. I'll give you a deal. Help me unravel this mystery, I'll bring your corrupted crystal.
What's been keeping you, initiate? I ain't getting any younger, you know. Some honey-voiced harlot's been calling out to the folk who wandered near the ship graveyard, and it stirred up the dead and all. Bloody hells. I'd bet me bum ear a siren's behind all this. Any road, 'tis up to us to stop this hell's-born hussy afore she takes another soul.
Don't think so.
If she passes near the shore, she's sure to spy the campfire and come looking. Just a matter of waiting now.
Hither embrace mine everything all. True love spurned, her cruelty's reward.
I love a river, one look, soul shiver. No.
No more dark eclipse the heart.
Am I alright? I'm better than that, initiate. Happy as a sailor in a whorehouse, I am. Of course, I'd be happy as a sailor with 2 Watsits if we'd gutted the songstress. But you can't have everything, can you? She'll not come crooning round here again, though not for a while, any road.
You meant it was a siren? How were you able to resist our song? I see. Anyway, I have something for you. The corrupted crystal you wanted, safely sealed within the pot, just as you requested. Please take it with my compliments.
Oh, well.
What a nice guy.
What a nice guy. Aha! The conquering hero returns bearing a gift. Might I have a closer look? Impressive, very impressive. Yeah, I think you'd be quite pleased with this specimen. What, you wanted a corrupted crystal composed of ice aspected ether to counteract the effects of a raging wind? Well, this specimen won't help you there. Anyone who knows anything about the elements could tell you that. You'll just have to keep looking, I suppose.
They made me read all that pirate nonsense for nothing.
Don't fret now, I know exactly where to find a corrupted crystal comprised of ice-aspected ether. An associate of mine in Gridania has been studying the effects of one such crystal on living beings. Anyway, don't let me keep you. It's been a pleasure. Come back and see me sometime, alright?
Greetings and salutation, Mr. Ridwin. Sienna informed me of your adventures in Elport. Terribly sorry about the misunderstanding. Permit me to explain. You're familiar with Spriggans, yes? The furry little rascals that are wont to seek out ores and other stones? Well, one such creature with an infamously insatiable appetite has single-handedly devoured every corrupted crystal in the Twelveswood. Fortunately for you, these crystals take an eternity to digest, assuming they can even be digested. Outside of the Spriggan's lair, wait for the opportune moment to pounce. As for the method by which you retrieve the crystal from his gut, I shall leave that to your discretion.
These Spriggans are real cute.
They are, aren't they?
Oh, look at him smiling. Back to Gardenia.
This one seems to be short and sweet. Ah, pray do not sneak up on me like that. I was engrossed in... Wait, what is that? What is that god's awful smell? My word, the breathtakingly beautiful crystal. And I also see you weren't averse to digging through Spriggan's entrails for your prize. Why so glum, friend? You finally attained the corrupted crystal you sought, one overflowing with earth-aspected aether. Yeah. Calm down, I jest. It's comprised of ice-aspected aether. Worry not. I suppose that joke was in poor taste, considering your previous 2 attempts were for naught.
Oh, Square Enix really knows how to play with your emotions. Cid, I've got 3 crystals. Take your pick.
All repairs and modifications have been completed, Krioss. Once you bring me that crystal, nothing will stand between us and Garuda. I'll need to run some tests to be sure, but this looks to be exactly what we need. The Enterprise is already more than a common airship. But mark my words, soon it will become something greater, something extraordinary. This is me. This is what I was born to do. According to my tests, the device is now functioning in perfect harmony with the crystal, meaning we can leave whenever you're ready. I think it's only fair to tell you that there is a small but strategically significant chance that the crystal could trigger a massive Mayhap it better that we remain positive.
There. She's ready.
Ah, she stirs. To Kurthus, and an audience with the Harpy Queen Garuda. Enterprise, engage.
Why does he think he's the captain of Cid's ship? Woo! He was wearing a wig? Oh.
His
right.
goggles.
I once flew in this airship, and I was not alone. There were adventurers on board. Adventurers like you. Just how long have I worn these damn goggles? Ah yes, it was then that I first donned these goggles. I wanted to prove that my knowledge could serve a nobler purpose. I wanted to prove that there was another way. And it all began that day when I found my new home. That light. It was you, wasn't it? Perhaps it was just a lucky guess. The Enterprise was made for this. To carry Eorzea's protectors into battle. I remember everything. My name, my people, and my purpose.
All our efforts, all our travails, all of it was for this. Make ready, for the end is nigh, be it hers or our own. Oh, I'm excited.
Condensed.
Oh man, there's a lot of party-wide damage here too.
Yeah. I'm not using any defensive.
Some of you may die. Peeked up.
Hey.
Who dares intrude upon my sanctuary? Your insolence shall not go unpunished, landwalkers. Ha-hee, ha-ha-hee. Wherefore come you hither, foolish mortals?
What the hell did she just say to me?
You who are bound to crawl upon the earth should revere me, for I am the wind.
Did we not take to the skies and slip your defenses? We are bound by nothing, Garuda. Leave the Ixil to us, Krioss. We will keep them distracted while you deal with her.
Yeah.
This worm would die by mine own hand. Come then, I shall grant you that which you seek.
bones. All right. Come on, boys. Yay! Riley! Where are you? Oh god.
No! No!
What? How in the hells?
Oh no!
This is my realm. You have no hope here, none.
Oh, it's like she's a demon from Legion.
Did you truly believe you could defy a god, Landwalkers?
My power is limitless, my children legion, and they have rendered unto me a wealth of crystals. Their gifts sustain me, their faith empowers me. So long as the Ixal keep praying, she will never fall.
Let's stop them. I mean, that's what y'all originally
That's
said y'all were
what
gonna do.
You're supposed to do that.
Okay.
Now I have to do a phase 2, and I'm out of mana. This is only the beginning, Landwalkers. All who oppose me shall suffer for their defiance. You, Landwalker, you who dared to raise your hand against me, you shall be the first to pay for your sins. Ike?
Got him.
No, I claimed you. You should be mine.
I've already been claimed.
It's true. Oh no.
Dude really did just said no you.
No, you. Uno reverse card. Hey, that completes our infinity mandala.
Mm-hmm.
This is impossible.
Why do you not tremble at my might? Why do you not beg for mercy?
Oh, wait a second.
Gaius von Belsar's here.
What the hell's he doing here?
O Lady of the Vortex, of all primals the most terrible, I say again, is that all? What exactly did you hope to accomplish here this day? Well, I shall accomplish far more.
Insolent mortal! I shall make you suffer!
Seven hells, does she still mean to fight?
Our Lord of the Inferno, Almighty Ifrit, grant us succor in our hour of need.
Say
Save us, Titan, Lord of Crags! It hurts our soul! The pain! The pain!
Oh. Oh boy, okay.
I beg your pardon?
No. No, this is all wrong.
Bear witness to the glory of the Empire!
Just so much.
Damn, one shot him. Oh, and consumed him. He's got red on him now.
It is you who will suffer, Garuda. Ancient Alleg had ways of dealing with your kind. Now, look on their ultimate weapon, Icon, and despair.
Oh.
No! No!
Oh.
Magnificent. It exceeds all expectation.
Each primal it consumes, it grows more powerful. A marvel, is it not?
It's just bam, 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 bam.
Such is the fate of those who oppose the Empire. There will be no warriors of light to save you this time. If your leaders are as wise as they are reported, they will surrender.
What chance have we against such an ungodly creation? And who was that armored devil?
That was Gaius van Balsar, legatus of the 14th Imperial Legion and Supreme Commander of the Garlean invasion force in Eorzea.
Of course. The Black Wolf. How could I not realize? Grandfather mentions him in his journal.
I was never so naive as to think the man would abandon his ambitions. But these developments are beyond my worst expectations. What have you been doing these past 5 years? How could something of this magnitude have escaped the Alliance's attention?
We heard no whispers, saw no signs. In the wake of the calamity, the Empire seized land and built outposts, but that was the extent of their aggression.
Damn it, Gaius! Where in the seven hells did you find that thing?
It has been a day of unexpected developments, but the fact remains, Garuda is no longer a threat. While I take no comfort in the manner of her downfall, it does mean that we may safely put the matter of the primals to one side. That weapon poses the greatest threat to Eorzea. It must be destroyed. But first, we must needs find out all we can. All is not yet lost, my friend, for we bear the light, and shall surely lead our people from the darkness.